Two questions I get asked the most are, how do you film your videos? What camera do you use? Well, I'm here to answer that today. But first, let's back up a little bit. You see, it all started in the summer of 2012. I was visiting my cousins in Atlanta. It was my first time out of the country, and I had such a blissful holiday. But two things happened on this trip that would eventually change the course of my life. My uncle set up a domain name for me and then handed me a precious gift, his Canon Rebel XS. That camera became my handbag. I took it everywhere. It was my trusty companion during the early days of my blogging years, and it was with it that I delved into the world of manual photography, learning the ins and outs of a camera. In 2017, as my journey evolved, I decided to upgrade to the Sony a6000 because I needed to capture not just better pictures, but also videos. And finally, in 2022, I got the camera which I currently use, the Sony ZV-E10. Right, where are we? Okay, a little disclaimer before I get into it. I just want to point out that I don't have like the top gears or gear. I don't know what your expectations are. I have a pretty basic setup, but one thing about me is that I'm a very resourceful person, and I always find a way to make things happen, regardless of how little or how much or how many gears that I have. That being said, let's get into it. So I will start with my tripod. This tripod is from the brand Newer. We got it from Amazon like 2 years ago, thereabout. It is pretty sturdy. Wherever I go to and bring out this tripod, people are always pointing out the fact that, wow, your tripod looks really, really strong. And I would say that it is very strong. I had no complaints with it. It goes really high. It has this overhead thing so you can film from the top, even though I hardly ever use that feature, but yes. It didn't come with a phone head, but I have a phone head from one of my old tripods. You know, the funny thing is I have just one tripod, and because I'm showing you guys this tripod, well, I cannot film with it, right? So I have like a stool and pile of books over there, which is where I put my camera on. It's resourceful, right? You don't need to even have a tripod. If you have a stool, you have a stack of books, and that's my tripod right now. Alright, so here is the CB100 Lite from Newer, the same brand, bought it with the soft box as well. I have little to no knowledge on these things. I haven't like really honed the skill of lighting, but I asked I have a couple of friends who are videographers, photographers. I asked for recommendations and they recommended this for me. I don't think I have any complaints with it, but then again, I still use it on my pretty basic manual knowledge. It's really bright. One thing I noticed with this, it doesn't have the warm light. It has the warm light. It has the warm light. It doesn't have the cool light. So I think it's the white one. What am I even saying? It has the cool light and it doesn't have the warm light, right? So it's just one color. That's that cool light tone. You can increase, reduce it. It's pretty self-explanatory. The soft box obviously helps to soften the light. I don't use this so much, but I think that I would start using it. This is my camera bag. It's from, well, it says Amazon Basics, but I got it from a thrift store in Lagos. And this is the big size. I actually have a smaller one over there, which I use more regularly. But this has all of my things right now, and I wanted to just have it handy in one place so that I can show you guys. So I'll start with my lenses, and I have the 50mm lens. This is a Sigma 50mm 1.8 lens. I've had this for quite a bit now. It gives you the really nice bokeh at the back. I also have this 19mm lens. I honestly cannot remember what the focal length is, but I have this 19mm lens which I haven't used I can't remember the last time I made use of this lens. I actually want to sell it if anybody's interested. I also have this is the kit lens that came with my Sony ZV-E10, and this is my Sony a6000, which I still have, but as you can see, it's not functioning right anymore. I hardly ever use this lens as well, so I hardly use this one and the 19mm one that I showed you before this. And then I have this lens, which is a Sigma 16mm 1.4, which is the lens that I was actually using to film before this close-up one that you're seeing here. Right now I'm using the 50mm lens. I use this one more regularly. It's like my everyday lens. Super nice. That bokeh that it gives you, chef kiss. So this is the tripod head that I talked about earlier. I use this when I want to connect my phone to my tripod. I've had this one for a very long time. I barely use it these days, but it comes in handy, especially when I'm using one of those tiny lenses that aren't so heavy. I can just wrap this around a log or whatever, the head of the chair, and I can use it as a tripod, a sort of tripod. Also have this ND filter, which I got as a birthday gift. So an ND filter basically helps you regulate the light, especially when you're outdoors and it's really sunny. I honestly don't know how I survived without an ND filter, because this thing is like a lifesaver. Let me show you guys. Do you see how it's... So when you're outdoors and it's really bright, you can just use this to regulate the amount of light without compromising on, you know, the blurry bokeh effect that you get. For my mics, I have this Rode mic. It just goes on my camera. I can't use this on my phone. You need to be close to this one when you're recording, and so that's why I also have the Rode wireless go-to mic. It comes in a set of 2. And this one goes on the camera itself. With this, you can be as far away from the mic as you want. I also bought a separate wire that connects to my phone, so I can actually record on my phone with this. So with this wire, I can easily connect it to my iPhone and record on my phone. I have a lavalier mic. I got this years ago. I can't remember the last time I used it. Honestly, I haven't used this in so long. It's just laying in my camera bag. I have a spare battery, which is really just the battery from my other Sony camera. But I got this wire cable thing recently, and what it does is that it helps me use my camera without using the battery of the camera. So this acts as a sort of battery. I just pop it into the battery space and plug it, and I'm good to go. I don't have to worry about my battery draining. I have 2 memory cards. This is a 64 gig by SanDisk. I have another 64 gig. I think I need to buy a bigger one. I also have this thing from the brand Vivita. All I need to do is take out my memory card, pop it in here, and I can connect it to my phone and immediately view or transfer the images or videos. I find this super helpful and very handy as well. And of course, you can't be a creator if you don't have hard drives. So I have these 2 hard drives. This is SanDisk 1 terabyte, and this is by WD Elements, obtained from my husband. I got this as a birthday gift. Let me tell you guys, gear as birthday gift, top notch. I love it. And I think I'm coming to the end of this video. Like I said, I don't have so much. And last but not the least, my Sony ZV-E10 camera, which I'm currently using to shoot right now. So I'm just going to insert a picture or a video right here so you guys can see what it looks like. But I got this camera, I think last year or 2 years ago, I can't remember. And it has come in handy. The only things that I don't like is that it overheats easily. There's an upgrade after this one, but I was like, you guys should have released this before I bought this one. I bought it, and like a few months after there was an upgrade. So yeah, I'm going to stick with this for a bit. I use it, you know, until I'm sure that, okay, I don't need this anymore, I need to upgrade, and then I upgrade. But that may also be like the Sapa speaking, so. Well, that's it on my gear. Like I said, I have like the basic stuff. Right now I'm shooting my camera, the Sony ZV-E10. I'm using the first mic that I showed you guys because I'm sitting really close to the camera. This is all natural lighting. I'm not using my light right now. One thing that I would like to get are those red blue lights that people use at the back. I think I would get that pretty soon. But for now, it's pretty much natural light, my camera, my mic, this standing lamp at the back doing the most. So sometimes I try to infuse like artificial light, like the standing lamps, candles, you know, to add some little in it. And yeah, that's pretty much me. I'm hoping to really upskill this year when it comes to like color grading, editing, lighting. But I'm not I'm not moving up to speed now. And yeah, I hope that you found this video helpful. I want to say that I would leave all of these things in the caption, but I honestly don't know. Today is Thursday. I have to have my video uploaded by Friday, so let's see what magic I can make between today and tomorrow. But please subscribe, turn on the notification, and just like, you know, show me some love, like, comment. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for watching till this point, and thank you. Please turn on the notification, don't forget.